Hi, welcome back to the Chasing Tone podcast. I'm Travis.
I'm Max.
I'm Brian.
And Max is on one today. So he'll probably actually say like 160 words today.
165, I'm lucky.
You remember that time that Max did nothing but say hashtag?
It's true. I think the last interview I did too, I was the same way. I was like, the whole time I'm like, man, I forgot to eat breakfast. Order McDonald's delivers. I'm going to give you $20 to bring me a sausage egg burrito.
For $20, I will stop this podcast right now and go get.
I ain't got no $20.
I ain't got.
I'm a musician.
I
don't have money.
No, you're a musician with a job.
It's true. I do have a day gig.
Yeah.
You do what I do. Just
can
drink
we talk
coffee.
about your new purchase?
We can. I've already posted it.
Why don't you get it out here while we're doing this? Do it, monkey. So I'll give a little background. So Max he calls it his locker guitar. Okay, this when he was in high school like 3 years ago, he would put a picture up in his locker of the guitar he wanted, and it was always PRS custom 22 or 24, right?
The 22, yeah.
So he found a custom 24,
Yeah,
and made the purchase. Yeah, so I'm proud of him because this is the guy that always.
It plays in everything.
It plays in everything.
Got 6 strings and pickups.
Was it in tune when you bought it? Because that's important.
Yeah,
I did have one of these things.
You had them tune it before you took it out of the store, though,
but
right?
it's a beautiful guitar. It's for anyone that's just listening. It's a beautiful flame top.
Yeah.
Flame maple top, mahogany body, 2 humbuggies and coil taps.
Coily taps.
And it's got the gear. It's got a gear shifter.
It does.
Oh yeah.
I haven't plugged in.
Oh, it does have a gear shifter, doesn't it?
Got a gear
It
shifter
took me
on it.
forever because I've only had Strats where they screw in.
That pops in.
I saw the wing bar and it only has a smooth. I'm like, man, they forgot to put threads on this.
No, that's a gear shifter that just pops in.
Pops in, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But what's going on?
Max's volume's low.
Max, don't forget you got a microphone.
It's like talking back here like, hey,
Don't forget you have a microphone.
I'll compress it. But no, congrats on the NGD, bro.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, that's New Guitar Day.
Oh,
That's a Trading Les Paul.
Or New Gear Day.
MGD, like Miller Genuine Draft.
I wish.
Dude. Or better known as the first beer Travis got ripped on. Better used to steal it from a stepdad.
Monday morning.
Oh, don't do that, kids.
Huh? Yeah, oh yeah, if there's any kids listening, don't get caught.
No, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Mine was Coors Light.
Cheers.
Yep, I drank that.
Cheers.
It's the
I drank it warm in my buddy's garage because his dad had it in the garage. It was warm.
Diet Kears.
Yeah, and we were worried about getting caught, so I was chewing spearmint gum and drinking warm Coors Light
To make it cold?
Yeah, no, just to cover up the smell. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah,
Hashtag banquet beer.
My first experience was with Mad Dog 2020. And paid for it the next day.
It's like
And then several times later, I was at a friend's house, and his parents had like the whole bar type thing, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of clear, like, scotches and vodkas and stuff. So
Everclear?
They had there was Everclear, and so we had a party while his parents were out of town, and we filled all the clear liquids back up with water.
Let me guess, you put it back in the freezer and it froze.
No.
I did that.
It was sitting out, but we're like, we'll just drink this, and then we'll put water in it. Nobody will know.
Yeah, we did that. One of my buddies,
That was stupid.
One of my buddies, his grandparents owned a like a guest house on a real nice lake in southern Indiana called Boggs Lake.
Yeah,
and there's a state park and everything, but they had some clear liquors and everything, and we would always drink them and replace them with water. But one time, Jake's mother got wise to us and wanted to pull a fast one on us. So what she did was she let us have the liquor. She put it in the freezer, and then we filled it back up with water. And she came back in the next day. She's like, "Oh, I really need a drink. I'm gonna get some of this." And she got it out, and it was frozen. She's like, "That's weird. Alcohol doesn't freeze." And we're all like, "We froze right there." It was crazy.
Like, yeah, it's probably bad. It's probably bad alcohol.
I think the first time I got arrested for drinking was on Schlitz.
First time.
First time.
Yeah, Schlitz.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
beer.
I was 14.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah, and that's the only time I ever got busted. I just wanted to make the joke, but I got busted. And that was the first time I've ever seen my mom, like, angry. She was like, I'm not picking you up. You're staying the night at the jail.
That's what my parents always tell me.
Yeah.
You go to jail, you're staying there.
Yeah.
Good times.
Hashtag delinquent. Come on.
Hashtag alcoholic tone. Tone alcoholic.
Yeah. Toneaholic. That's why we're
Toneaholic.
toneaholics.
And
Speaking of
Hashtag
tone.
I
toneaholic.
was going to say, and that's how we lost all the praise and worship.
Yeah.
songs.
Hey, I was 14. That was like 7 years ago.
Yeah. 7 plus.
70, yeah. But speaking of tone, I got to give a shout out to Tone Ranger Effects.
Boom.
Thank you
Maker
so
of
much.
The top fuel.
The top
drive.
fuel, yeah. I think that's a new one, right?
I think it's brand new.
But yeah, they do a lot of great mods too. So
Yep.
thank you
Walker,
for
Texas
the
Ranger.
for the shirt. Check them out.
Hey, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Walker Tone Ranger.
Walker Tone Ranger.
Yeah.
Build you a pedal and punch you in the face with a roundhouse kick. Whoosh. I got nothing.
You know,
I'm sorry.
Here's the thing about we need to put the Chuck Norris thing to bed.
No.
Well, no, here's the thing.
You mean as a
Has he-
society? Is that what you mean?
No. What I'm saying is that dude ever crashed in an airplane and walked away? Harrison Ford. My money's on Harrison Ford.
Well,
Of course, he had a lot of practice from those Star Wars movies flying that airplane.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee did beat up Chuck Norris, though.
But he's dead.
He's awesome. You can't kill a legend, Travis.
Huh? I could whoop Bruce Lee in a fight now.
Probably his son, too.
But I can't take Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford, when he does push-ups, he pushes the earth down.
He'd be a cool guy to party with.
You know, Harrison Ford has never dialed the wrong number. People just answered the wrong phone.
It's true.
True. So that's enough of that. So I also want to give a shout out to Abe Matthews. This dude, it was awesome, man. He sent me a whole bag of pics. And I'm showing them on the camera if you're just listening. But there are all kinds of pics in here of every shape, size, and color, texture, material. And I can't wait to go home and geek out on guitar picks. There's one in here that was like made of wood. And like,
Yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah.
It had like an indentation for like your fingers.
And your index finger,
Yeah,
yeah.
it fit just perfectly. Who,
Yeah.
who makes that pick?
Yeah, Abe, who makes that pick? Because I love it already.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, who makes that? Email
Nature.
me. Travis at
In fact,
wampapedals.com.
you know, we should start making guitar picks.
We should.
I've got a huge amount of trees on my property.
No, dude, barnwood. Repurposed.
No, only one pick per tree. That's it. we scour the whole tree for one pick.
And then give the rest of it to Charles Whitfield to make one guitar. Right? Yeah, one guitar. No. Hashtag Billy Squire.
And he stood. No, that's not Billy Squire.
Who is it?
It's
Who is it?
Foreigner.
Same-
Tupac's hero, man.
It's the same
Come on.
person.
Tupac's hero.
2 packs of sugar. 2 packs of sugar only costs 50
Tupac's
cents.
hero. That's good. Jukebox hero.
What's a jukebox?
What's a jukebox, Brian?
It's let's see.
Hey, what? Who said that? Hey, look over here. Dun, 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 dun. Jump. That song was played on jukeboxes.
Probably.
And the reason I remember that is there was this restaurant my mom used to work at called Van Costa's in, I think, Virginia Beach. Can't remember. Somewhere in Virginia. I was little. And I remember they had a jukebox, and it was a dime. And
Wow, you are old, dude.
yeah, I know. But I would just sit there and feed that jukebox. And I guess I was the original Rick roller, only I Van Halen rolled. I would play nothing but jump like 10 times. They'd give me $1 and I'd play jump 10 times in a row.
Those poor bastards.
It's it's kind of Van Halen, right? But you gotta love that. I forget the lyrics, but it's like, hey, what? You? Who said that? Hey, look over here. That's like the best lyrics in the world ever. You have to go back and listen to it. It's not that verbatim, but it's something.
Did David Lee Roth write that?
I think he must have.
I mean, do you write that? Like, let's see, I'm thinking a line. Hey, you. Wait, who said that? Hey, baby, how you been?
Yeah, that's what. Hey, man, how you been? Yeah, that's what it is. It's great. It's great.
You said you don't know until you begin.
Yeah,
That's gold. Gold.
giving
Right
you
in
gold.
this ear.
Hit song right
And
there.
the sad thing is, I'm going to make way more money than you ever will in your life of this one tune. this one tune. That tune probably bought him more houses
Oh my god.
than we'll ever have cars.
Oh man. I mean,
Or houses.
Van Halen was huge, but were they ever like really a radio huge band until Jump?
I don't know. I'm not that old, Brian.
No.
Actually, I am that old.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
No, I don't know, honestly.
You guys are that old.
And Dance the Night Away. That was another one that kind of got on the radio.
Was because that was in the disco era.
Yeah.
Dance the Night Away kind of brought everybody out of that disco era.
Thank God for that.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But
So
thank
Tone.
you. Oh, a cool thing about this pick thing, he wrote me a great letter, hand signed, dude.
Hand
That's
signed.
awesome. That's too cool. But I'm not going to read the whole thing because it is a little lengthy, but I did read the whole thing. But he basically goes on and saying how, he's really into picks. He thinks that can change a lot. And then he told this story. He said, I got to spend a day at NAMM about 15 years ago with Bill Hollett. Ask Brian, he'll know who Bill is.
Yes, Bill Hollett, a huge session player and made some really great amps. I don't know if he still does, but yeah, super good dude.
Yeah, and he said an entire day with one of the most recorded musicians in history, and the only thing he looked at was picks. And I mean, this is NAMM, everything's there. And he said that kind of validated for me that something was going on there with the picks. So I can't wait to get home and try that out and annoy the crap out of my wife. Because I'm going to play like the same licks. I'm going to record it, and I'm going to just play.
You should film that for film. What am I, 80? You should make a video of that and put that on YouTube.
We could do that Thursday, right?
I'll be in L.A.
You'll be in L.A. Lucky, but I can still I'll still have access to that out there, won't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, make a talkie.
Make a talkie. Filming.
Yeah, Shane, more speed, Shane.
More speed, C. You got to make video, C. Watch out for that girl.
Fast
You'll get
forward.
hepatitis, C. No, nothing.
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Come on,
That's
I'm
terrible.
riffing. I'm just riffing. Hashtag Hep C.
No. Of all the hashtags, no. I'd rather have come on than hashtag Hep C.
Switch it to hashtag come on. COMON. All right. So this guy, that one actually embarrassed
I like
me.
how you
I'm actually-
always spell. Come on.
Well, I want people to know it's not COMEON. That's square. COMON.
But it's hip to be square.
Sure.
Hashtag Huey. Dude, I'll admit it. I love Huey Lewis in the news. I absolutely love him.
I was
Yeah.
quite into them in the day,
Dude.
especially The Power of Love.
Yeah. Hey, don't need money. Don't need something. Fame. Don't need a credit card to ride this train. Right? Whatever. But this guy, Gary Osborne, wrote,
Ozzy's brother.
yeah, sure. Oh, Gary.
Gary.
But anyway, he met Vince Gill the other day.
Yep.
And he goes on and saying what a nice guy he was and everything. And then
Yeah, but it's kind of a cool deal where, like, they're at a guitar show. Vince was just hanging out, and what did he say? He like met Vince, like, hey, how's it going? Vince is real cool to him.
Yeah.
and he knew that Vince played Little Walter amps, and he was like, hey, I wanted to check out the Little Walter guys. Have you seen them? And Vince's like, yeah, come on over here and I'll show you the amps. So like he just sat down and hung out with Gary.
and the
And
thing,
just get in and let him play some Whitfield Telecasters and just basically just a real dude.
and here's the thing, I totally believe him. You know what I mean? And
He's go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to think that Vince was mean because he gave me a compliment, and I'd like to think that he's like one of those guys that's like, well, I only give compliments if I mean it. But I imagine he's nice enough to give compliments anyway. But it's still bad. You know what I mean?
In other words, you sucked.
Yeah, probably. But no, he kind of validated my whole. I'm a huge Vince Gill fan. Like he's the Elvis to my little girl. Brian actually even told him that.
Yes, I did.
He said, Vince, I want you to meet Travis. He's like the Elvis or that little
You're
girl
like
to
his
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yeah. And he goes, so he looks at me. He says, you like donuts? I still don't know what that means, but I love donuts. But and this is probably something I shouldn't say in front of my boss, but I was demoing some pedals, and I was talking to Vince, and obviously I'm like, do you want to play? And he's like, no, man, I just want to listen. So I started playing, and then he was cool. He's like, what does this do? What's that one do? Can I tweak some knobs? And he went through quite a bit of the pedals, and then when he was done, he was like, hey, by the way, be careful playing like that around here. And I said, why? He goes, you'll wind up getting a job. So I looked at him, I said, I just got to tell these guys I need 2 weeks notice, then you let me know when you need me.
Mr. Gill.
But no, and then like we saw him. Here's hold on. Oops, I just dropped the name right there. Can I pick that up? Yeah, pick that up for me. But then we were at the Little Walter Amps NAMM party, artist party, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Randy Coors on acoustic guitar and vocals, Brent Mason on guitar and vocals, Vince Gill on guitar and vocals, and then I feel terrible for not remembering the bass player and the drummer's name. But they were incredible, obviously. But anyway, before Vince went on, he went to the restroom, and I had to use the restroom, and I didn't know he was in there, obviously. But I'm walking in, and he's walking out, and I'm just like, it's those awkward moments. And then, so we're both going left and right, and then I was like,
you use the restroom too.
Yeah.
We have so much in common.
But he was, we have so much in common. We should hang out, right? I know we'd be good friends. But no, and he remembered my name. He was like, because I was like, shall we dance? Joking. And he's like, good one, Travis, and walked away. I was like, you remembered my name. You remembered my name. But no, so I mean, he was a super, super nice guy. I'm trying to think.
Have you noticed most of the country artists are that way?
Yes.
Like Jake Owen, for example.
Yeah.
I mean,
remember that time I thought he told my wife that he admired a part of her anatomy? We went to the country show, and Jake Owen looks at my wife. Show. Yeah, we went to. He looks at my wife, shakes her hand, and Jake's pretty tall. What do you think? 6'3", 6'4"?
He's a big dude.
So he looks down at my wife, who's like what, maybe 5'2", and he says, "Nice boots."
Nice.
But he said it in a country accent. He's like, "Nice boots." And she looked at him and said, "Excuse me?" And I had to point. I was like, "You're wearing boots, honey. He likes your boots." Still to this day, we're not sure what he said.
But
we're going to roll
up pregnant that night.
And she did end up pregnant that night. That is the night, yes. Wait a minute, Jake. If he has long, gorgeous hair, well, it still could be me.
Or if he's tall.
Yeah, if he's tall, we know it's Jake. Hashtag palimony. But no, most of them are cool. Brad Paisley let me put in his in-ear monitors, which was weird, but it's Brad Paisley. If he says put these things in your ears, you do it.
Keith Urban's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never met him. I haven't, but
that whole situation is a little different because like with Paisley, we just hang around backstage and he's talking gear and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only back. With Keith,
management involved and all that.
It's so strict management wise. So basically, like I have to go back with the
road manager or whatever.
What's like with the club that gets like you go up and
okay.
It's got the place where you take the picture.
Meet and greet thing.
Meet and greet. That's what I'm thinking of. Yep. So I have to. They basically give me a meet and greet pass to talk to him.
Weird.
Yeah, I guess because everything's so regimented.
Even though he knows exactly who you are.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, weird. Brian, how's it going, man? Anything new?"
Yeah. But he's like, "Yeah, we got this pedal. It's another tube screamer called the Urban Drive."
But I mean, no, it's like a timing thing. So you got the manager there, and he's like going, "Okay, wrap it up." When your time's up, yeah. So I mean, it's just moving to the scheduling of everything.
Yeah, I remember I had to do that one time. Well, it didn't have to, but what's her name? Gretchen Wilson, right? Mm-hmm. Well, my wife loves.
She's
Gretchen.
a redneck woman.
Yeah, she is, right? She's crazy on you. That's a cover song, but she does that. But my wife loves her, right? So she played it 8 seconds, and we got meet and greet things or whatever, and we went back there. And it was really strict the same way. Mm-hmm. And then there's a guy taking picture, and you could pay him money, and they'll give you the picture,
right?
Whatever.
You buy the picture,
right? So, anyways, I get back there, and then and she's like, "Do I know you?" And I was like, "I don't think so." I was like, "I think we have some mutual friends." And she was like, "Really?" And I named a couple people, and she was like, "Oh yeah, da 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 da." And she started talking to me, and management was like trying to like usher me out, and she was cool. She's like, "No, give him a second, da 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 da," which I thought was really cool because. But I know what you mean. The meet and greet thing, it is like, move along, pay for your picture, move along.
Meet and greet thing.
Oh, dude, I can't say the name of this artist but basically, my buddy. Roy Westernhouse in Smithson. He was telling me he went to this show in St. Louis, and it was a free show, and somebody had won tickets, I think. I can't remember, but somehow he got backstage passes for a meet and greet. And it was an artist that's pretty big, and they're quote-unquote hip, you know, and they have a new sound and everything. And so he goes back to meet these two dudes, right? And he was just thinking, yeah, it's cool. These guys are out. They're doing it. You know, I'm not a huge fan, but whatever. But I guess these guys were just like, oh, my God, hurry up and get this thing over. You know, like, oh, we do not want to talk. Oh, yeah, great. Do you like the show? Yeah, great. Whatever. And he could tell they were just, you know, fulfilling an obligation. Mm-hmm. I've never felt that way at a country show.
I have one time, and it was whenever I was younger. Like, I've just got into a country band, and we had somehow got backstage tickets to some country fest type thing. Right. And I probably shouldn't say the artist, but he was big at the time. Right. And I was, you know, being like 24 years old or whatever. I was like, oh, well, it's famous people back here. Cool. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And so there's like this line. I didn't know it was meet and greet. I didn't know what meet and greet was.
Right. You just know you get to see
I'm like, oh, it's a line to go talk to him.
There's
cool.
no
So
meet back here.
I get in line, and I get up there to like his manager and him. They're like, you don't have a meet and greet pass. Out of the line.
Oh, my like, God.
Dude, seriously? And he wouldn't say a word. He just looked at me.
Oh, my gosh.
That was the last time I ever bought anything he put out.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
So I was like, that's kind of a jerk move.
Zach Brown has an eat and greet.
An eat and greet?
Yeah, he actually like sits down and like eats with you. While you like you can like shake his hand and stuff. Yeah, really? he had a promotion
like
thing.
Spaghetti or something messy. Like
he had a promotion thing last year. It's called like Zach Brown's Eat and Greet or something. Huh. They had like barbecue and beer and stuff.
That would be cool.
I will say I went to a show Friday, and oh man, I hope I don't offend anybody here, but the opening act was like, it was one of those shows where, you know, the opening act just had something to prove, and they came out and they slayed. It was so good. Really? I mean, I'm not going to say they were better, but maybe it's because I'd seen the headlining act a few times. Mm-hmm. But the opening act, they were called the Temperance Movement. And dude, imagine if the Black Crowes came out today and were 21 years old and had everything in the world to prove. Mm-hmm. That's the Temperance Movement. Oh my gosh, man.
They're a cool band.
Yeah, they're great. They're so great.
Historical movement. Temperance movement.
Yes, I know that's I get it. Yeah, so make sure you put band after the Temperance movement.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna be big.
Who's some of your other favorite bands that you like?
I like, that's probably my favorite band at the moment, but that's still pretty fresh. Yeah, man, you threw me on the spot there. I like the Hardworking Americans. I like Jason Isbell.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Mm-hmm. Man, you threw me on the spot.
St. Paul and the Broken Bones.
Yeah, they're cool. You know, but for my money, I'd rather listen to where that came from.
Sure.
You know, I mean, they're great. Don't get me wrong, but to me, it's kind of like,
they're awesome though.
Huh?
They're on a really good show.
Yeah. What are some of your favorites?
Oh man, I don't know. Off the top of my head, not new stuff. I don't know.
Beatles.
The Beatles.
Of course. I'm thinking like newer bands.
Yeah, of course, Hendrix is going to be mine, but yeah.
Reliable Vintage. That's a pretty cool band.
Who?
No, not Reliable Vintage. Who are they?
Vintage Trouble?
Vintage Trouble.
Yeah, Vintage Trouble. Yeah.
Vintage Trouble. Yeah, they're pretty
cool. Yeah, I like Blackberry Smoke too. I like them. They're a little southern. They're about.
I think those guys.
They're about as country as I get, as far as like actively seeking out people to listen to. Mm-hmm. Like I like country if it's on the radio, I'll listen to it, but I'm probably not going to seek out any country artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and I don't mean that bad, but
so much of it sounds the same.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's 4-1-6 minor 5.
Right.
You know, and if you guys ever want to figure out a country song, start there. And I would say, and I'm not exaggerating, I would say 4 out of 10 songs are.
Yeah, I think there's a mashup on YouTube where someone mashed up all those. And
the only problem with that mashup is it's songs that span years upon years.
Yeah,
but they could do that in 10 minutes of turning on the radio now.
We're
boring the crap out of Max.
Max is like,
I need some lunch.
You need some lunch? Lunch just makes you more sleepy.
I need fuel for the funny machine here.
Funny fuel.
You need coffee.
Funny fuel.
You need
also
funny
called
fuel.
Maker's Mark.
But also called Maker's Funny Fuel.
makes me
who are you listening to that's new and upcoming?
Probably Gary Vaynerchuk.
I don't.
Tim Ferriss.
Yeah,
no. I'm really bad about this because like I'll just put Pandora on and just let it play.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's great.
Like, pay attention to who it is.
That's not bad. I mean, that's what a lot of people do.
So I mean, I'm probably really, really bad about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's stuff I hear like, that's a great song. But I just don't go check to see
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. See,
so I like to do that with Pandora and Spotify.
Yeah.
And YouTube, really, actually. I like listen to a lot of different people's playlists on YouTube and just let it run.
See, that's why you have Shazam. You Shazam it and figure out who's playing.
Siri can do it too.
I should, man.
Really? Siri can do it too?
Mm-hmm. So Siri, who plays this? And they'll tell you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Did you know that you can Shazam me? I found that out the other day.
You're Shazamable.
Somebody told me that. I'm Shazamable.
Hashtag Shazam.
Hashtag Shazam. Kerblang.
Come on, see
how do you spell the last thing?
Huh?
How do you spell that?
I think it's African dialect.
Oh, I was gonna say it. I was like, no.
No.
What? What? No, like the tribes, they talk like that.
I don't think they all talk like that.
Some of them, right? See, Brian's even knows it. It's comfortable.
That's from never mind. Forget it.
That's not bad.
You're talking
like
about
I said, if you're
African tribe.
Yes, exactly. Aborigines, if you will, and such.
They're not from Africa and they don't talk like that.
Huh?
They're not from Africa and they don't talk like that.
Well, who knows? I'm not cultured.
They're from Australia.
Huh?
They speak English for the most part.
Isn't that the same thing? They both start with A. They're both continents. They have a lot in common.
One's a Toto song and the other one's not.
Yeah. They missed the range there. Toto, rest in peace.
Yeah, man.
Toto's bass player.
Oh man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What was it? What was his name? What was his name? What was his name?
I'm drawing blank.
He was 57 though.
Huh?
He was 57.
He was 57. Yeah, but he died. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Jeff Porcaro?
I don't remember the name. I just
Is that Jeff Porcaro?
I remember being
so.
57 and me thinking, wow,
Google
man,
it, monkey.
he's young.
Google it, monkey.
Just say Siri. Here we go. No, I'm not gonna waste it. But so, yeah, I can't think of any guys. Like I've been fortunate. The guys that I've got to meet that were like the famous people, none of them have really been jerks.
There's been some that like LA Nam, not recently, but in years past.
Okay.
Whenever I was just like a spectator going there.
Yeah.
Well, not a spectator, but
Not an
I didn't have a
exhibitor.
booth.
Right.
Yeah. So, I'd get in line and wait for the guy's autograph or whatever, or just hanging out and you see people walking around, right? And you walk up to them and you're like, dude, I'm a huge fan. And they're like, yeah, you're bothering me. Get out of my way.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that sucks, man. I think a lot of that though, I think a lot of that has to go away because I think there's so many artists now vying for the attention that gone are the days of the megastar.
Right.
You know?
I get to answer their emails.
Say what?
So I get to answer their emails.
Whose emails?
Famous people. Actually, famous people's guitar techs.
There you go.
This is broke. You can fix it.
Nice.
What'd you do to it? Threw it. Dropped it. Spilled beer on it. That's probably why it doesn't work. Let me fix that for you.
Yeah, you're famous. I'll fix that for you. But so, man, we didn't really talk about anything tone related though. Oh man, we're gonna get eaten alive on the YouTubes. This is the last straw for some people.
It's been a while since we did a non-tone discussion podcast.
It has. You know what? So skip this one. Skip it now that we're done.
We should put a little warning on like the black screen with white letters, like warning, not about tone. If you're willing to laugh, skipped on a Monday.
Yeah. Oops. My fault. Yeah, because this one will probably come out Thursday. Maybe we should just make that the Thursdays are like, you know what? We're drunk.
Listen, Friday's almost here.
If we're going to do that, then on Thursday's podcast, we need to do it in some little cool brewery somewhere.
Dude, how long have I been saying this?
I just found out there's one in Bargersville, which no one knows except if you live in Martinsville, you know where Bargersville is. Other than that, it's just down
What's
the
it
road.
called?
I don't remember.
It's
But
so
it's
cool,
brand new.
even he doesn't know it.
Yeah, it's so hip that he doesn't even know the name of it.
From a buddy of mine named Scott Hudnell. Hey, Scott. And he's in the Blue River Band.
Yeah, I know
Bass
Scott.
player from
Oh,
Blue River Band.
yeah, beer.
Yeah. So anyways, so he was telling me about it's a local brewery up in Bargersville, just opened, and I guess they're just trying to get it going.
It's not the 151.
And I'm like,
is
you know
it?
what they need? Marketing in exchange for beer.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
About 10 beers. Listen, that's what you need to do.
Have you ever heard of Facebook?
Are you sleeping? No.
You take pictures and you put them on the line. But there's a brewery in Bedford I really like.
Salt Creek.
Salt Creek. They got that cream ale that I really like.
They got a tap room in Bloomington, Indiana as well.
Who does?
Salt Creek.
Fro.
Yeah.
Nice. But so I feel like I don't even need to say if you have any questions or comments because we really gave you nothing to question or comment on.
We're too famous now.
Yeah.
How about
no,
just
we're
send
not.
us some questions?
Yeah, send us some questions, huh? Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't like things, you got a chance to fix it. Send us
Right.
some questions. Send
Exactly.
us some stuff to talk
You don't
about.
send us questions, and we'll just talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Right. So send us some stuff, podcast@wampapedals.com. Drop some stuff in the comments there on YouTube.
Keep it clean, people.
Keep it clean, people. Yeah. Leave us a review. Probably not based off of this episode, but
Actually, don't worry about the
review.
But maybe
Yeah.
next ones.
maybe next one. So, hey, it's better than a clip show. But
True. Stay tuned for a week after that.
yeah, then it'll be
Hey,
a
at
good show.
least you got your money's worth.
Yeah, exactly. For Max and Brian, I'm Travis. Thank you guys so much for listening.